I'm Charlie, and welcome to Winning Yoga. I'm going to teach you how to win in life every day and to put these strategies into practice at home. So what I want you to do is to sit with your legs crossed in front of you and your hands resting on your knees. Begin to breathe in through your nose and exhale through your nose. Take a few moments to connect to your breath. Next, on your next inhale, bring your hands out in front of you and your knees behind you, coming into a tabletop position. Relax your back and stretch your head up towards the ceiling, coming into cow pose. Take a moment to inhale here, and on your next exhale, arch your back and tuck your chin, coming into a cat pose. Inhale for cow pose and exhale for cat pose. Take a few minutes to connect your breath through these poses. On your next inhale, ground your hands onto the ground with your fingers stretched out and the weight distributed between them. And turn your feet under you, coming into downward facing dog. Your hands should distribute the weight evenly so that if I came to pull on your fingers, I wouldn't be able to move them. Take a few breaths here. Next, come down into plank position or resting cobra. You can have your arms locked into your sides so that your elbows touch your sides, or come into full cobra so that your chest stretches and your arms come up with your head. Take a breath here. Turn your feet under you. Bring your thighs out to the side and come down into child's pose. Rest your forehead against the ground. This is a resting position that you can come to at any time throughout your practice to reconnect with your breathing. Take a breath here and then come back up to downward facing dog. Inhale as you step your foot forward and bring your other foot through, stretching your arms up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, bring one foot out to the side and bring the opposite foot stretching out to the other side wall. Make sure your left leg is slightly at an angle. Come into the warrior pose and look beyond your fingertips of your right hand. Next, inhale, coming slightly forward and bending down into triangle pose. Your fingertips may touch the ground, or your whole hand may be able to reach so that your palm is flat against the ground. As you lift your left hand towards the ceiling, either look up towards your left hand or down towards your right and the ground. Take a few breaths here. Bring your arms up, and whatever we do on one side of the body, we always do in yoga on the other side. So stretch your arms in front of you. Your knees should be slightly bent, and look out past your fingertips into the warrior pose. Take a few breaths here, and then move your left hand down towards the ground as your right hand comes up. Maybe your fingertips just touch, or maybe your whole palm is flat against the ground. You can either look towards your left hand and towards the ground, or look up towards your right as you inhale and exhale slowly. Next, come back into this position and go ahead and step your feet together. Now we're going to come into the tree pose. So you can bring your foot maybe to your ankle or maybe to your thigh. Make sure that it doesn't rest on your knee. Bring your arms into prayer position or stretched out overhead. Inhale and exhale through your nose as you keep your balance in this pose. Next, bring your arms down as you release your leg, and we're going to do that on the opposite side. So maybe you come up to your ankle, or maybe you come all the way up to your thigh, bringing your hands into prayer position or stretched out overhead. Take a few breaths here as you pose and balance. Next, bring your arms down as your leg comes down. We're going to go into a seated position. So as you sit cross-legged, bring one of your legs in front of the other. Next, take the elbow of the opposite arm and press it against your knee as you stretch with your arm towards the back of the room. You should feel a stretch through your left side. Take a breath in here through your nose and exhale through your nose. Now we're going to switch sides. Bring your opposite leg in front of the other and your opposite elbow. Press against your knee as you stretch, reaching with your opposite hand towards the ground. Look behind your shoulder as you feel a stretch throughout your side. Now come into a seated position where you're lying all the way down on your back. Bring your knees to one side as your opposite arm stretches out and look past your fingertips. Inhale and exhale here. Bring your knees into your chest and move them to the opposite side. Your other arm should come out as you look over your fingertips. Take a few breaths here. Now take the opportunity to do any other poses that you need to do to stretch or relax before the conclusion of our program. Close your eyes and lift your palms towards the ceiling as you breathe in through your nose and out. Take a few moments here. When you're ready, move onto your side, keeping your eyes closed. Press up through your hands and come back into a seated position with your legs crossed in front of you. Have your palms up towards the ceiling to receive or down towards your knees to ground. Breathe in and breathe out. In yoga, we close every session by bringing our hands into the prayer position in front of us. And we say, Namaste, which means the divine light in me salutes the divine light in you. Thank you for taking your time to win today. I hope that you continue winning each and every day. Thank you for joining me, and see you tomorrow.